being stuffed without, force feed, with all different kind of what other people think is right.
Mm-hmm.
But pain, as the more we concentrate on the pain or beat us up with the pain, it just amplify it.
Yeah.
So it's more accepting it and release it, let it go. Say, hey,
Yeah.
thank you, brother
Yes.
Pain. You showed me something. So if we see it as something we can learn of, rather than because I experience a lot of pain too. We all do, and we tend to see other people's pain that's bigger than our own, and that we are insignificant and all that. But each of us know the pain that we feel is real for us.
Yes.
When we sit with our own pain and talk with it, release it, talk like it to a person.
Yes. I believe so.
Otherwise we get stuck in pain.
Yep. Yeah. In the pain pattern, looking for something out of the pain.
Mm-hmm.
I have the feeling we're always in pain, but the difference is, are we suffering from it or aren't we?
Yeah.
That's the choice.
For Arnold Schwarzenegger, for each time he lifts 400 pounds, for him it's not pain. He used to say, "Bombing is like coming." And we laughed about it. But for him, pain is just, for each rip, is just a step closer to his goal.
Mm.
So his focus was not on the pain, his journey.
Yeah, he knew it was part of it, huh? Embraced it as part. Mm.
But I feel you, I see you, I hear you. Yeah, I acknowledge your path, your journey, your pain. But you gotta own it.
Yeah, and so then there's like, yes, there's good aspects in it, right? That there's good aspects, but then there's the pain part of it that's like, I don't know if it's waiting to sabotage it, right? To sabotage the good so that the pain isn't left out. I don't know. It's weird.
Imagine if you don't feel pain. Like, I saw a program on television long ago about a girl in Germany. She was about, I think, 6 or 7 years old, maybe 8 or 9. I don't know. I can't remember. But she had this. She couldn't feel pain at all. So she had broken fingers and toes and everything, and burned herself on the stove, but she didn't feel pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to take your temperature constantly because you don't know if you have a fever then. Pain is sort of like the oil lamp in the car. It does nothing but blink, but it warns you that it's time to put on some oil or whatever.
Yeah.
So it is the awareness in the present moment that decides where we want to take pain, where we want to let it, what direction we want to point. It's a tough one. It's not that easy. Practicing awareness, it takes, constantly reminding yourself from moment to moment. Realign with our higher self. Because we're distracted all the time, all day long from the world outside. Negativity and all sorts of kind of from people, from news, from everything in the world is distracting. So it takes practice, that we can easily, jump into realignment. The more you practice, the better we get to realign. It takes less and less time to readjust them. But it's all in our capacity to be whatever we want. It just takes practice. But you're doing a good job. You created this, and this is so kind of this. You can make this business out of this, to commit anything out of this. Help so many people. To write a book about it, or whatever your journey. I'm convinced that it will be a bestseller. Just tell your journey. No doubt about it, really. This is what the world needs.
Thank you, Chi.
There's suffering
Thanks for
out
the
there.
encouragement.
But no, it's not. No doubt about it.
Grand Risings, Will.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Hey, guys.
Good, Will.
Slept in a bit today.
Good. Heinz is tired, is rubbing off on you, huh?
Well, woke up at 2 and I'm like, I'm not getting up yet. I'm going to go back to sleep.
I feel free this morning because my ex has just left.
And the home's back to normal.
Yeah.
Tornado came in, huh?
Tornado. Yeah, she was nice. Yeah. But I don't know whether you're speaking about Florida or here. But it's all good. So good to be present with you guys.
And with you. It's like Chi is like creating or even like looking for the positive.
Yeah. It's like creativity and positivity, it goes hand in hand. Yeah. Because the opposite of creativity is destruction. So you cannot be destructive and positive at the same time. Our mind can only be one place at a time. So be careful what we choose to put in our mind.
Yeah. And the mind helps guide where the unconscious is playing, hanging out. And it's like that's the superpowers in the unconscious, the unaware aspects.
Yeah.
It's that 40 million pieces of information a second that we're not even aware of. That's the structure that's creating in our life, not what we focus on. Because you think about it, what do you, how long can you keep your focus on something?
You're right. There's so many bits and parts of us.
Yeah.
Most of them are automatically with like ourselves. We don't have to tell them what to do. They're there for us. When we sleep, when we awake, we will always. It has a mind of its own, But it's there for us. It's working for us, with us.
My words today will be perspective plays awareness. Sort of the same.
Yeah, it takes time to get to know ourselves because of so all the bits and parts of us. There's so many layers.
Yeah. How many layers of conditioning? That's what it all comes down to is the conditioning. That's why conditioning those attachments, right? They're just the outcome of what we want depends on condition.
Yeah.
So those conditions have to be there for us to get it, which is so limiting. Which is not expanding.
Yeah. But being present with awareness take us back to being aligned. Not judging anything.
'Cause judging doesn't help anything.
Nope.
Just another condition.
Mm-hmm.
Limitation.
Mm.
And pain often comes when you try to extend your limitations. Like Arnold said, pumping is like calming, trying to expand his muscles, and it takes pain to do it.
I don't know whether you guys have heard of David Goggins, the Navy SEAL. You know,
Oh yeah.
he's been through a hell of upbringing, you know, with an alcoholic father, but he went through Navy SEAL program. I think it was twice or something like that. He's been running for. He's done almost all kind of crazy things. And his book was "Pain Can't Kill Me." Something like, what was the title of the book? "Pain Don't Kill Me" or "Pain Can't Kill Me." But he went through the camp, you know, with all kind of injury, but just kept going because the pain is not going to stop him. When we live in pain, we put limitations to ourselves. I believe. Sorry, did I interrupt you, Jesse?
No, you didn't, Chi. Thank you, though. No, you're good.
Yeah, it's nice to hear your shares, G.
Yeah, I feel like what Jess did with me and taking me through my childhood and made me release some of that. And I feel like I'm growing inside day by day since I had that session with Jesse. It was really amazing. Wow, man. I released my pain right there.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
awesome.
We all have different gifts, being present and awarenesses, and by sharing them with each other, we can help each other get faster and further along.
Yeah, because it's like it's so easy to get caught and dragged into our thoughts about things, and then when we shine the awareness, it just kind of helps to dissipate the inner conflict.
Mhm.
That's why this is so beautiful. Just being able to hear other people's experiences and wisdom, and yeah, it helps to get a little more clarity. I find being here.
We can learn from our own pain, but also from other people's pain.
That's for sure. Yeah. You know, I think you said something about judgment, Chi, and
Yeah.
something I've learned in life is that all judgment is false. So
Yeah.
we,
Yeah.
we make judgments based on our own experience,
Yeah.
and it's very rarely, if never, the actual proper assessment, because everyone's experience is different, their internal experience and the reason why people are being the way they are, we don't know. And a situation, we impose our own um, beliefs and on it based on our experiences. So yeah, that's something that I've really, when I realize I'm judging, I'm like, oh, okay,
But
it's
there's
inaccurate,
nothing wrong.
but okay, I think
Yeah.
I'm right, but that's inaccurate.
Mhm.
But my ego really wants to be right.
It's all those no, no, no instead of yes and.
We have to constantly take everything to renew. I'm not the word. Consideration, because what is right yesterday doesn't mean it's right today.
That's what I like about the new Doctor Strange movie, or the second Doctor Strange movie.
Mm.
When they come to the first multiverse, where he's waiting for it to turn from green to red, from red to green, and the cars almost run him over, and she tells him, "Remember everything you learned. Don't trust anything of it in a new multiverse."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks the same, but everything's different in some way.
yeah.
It's like the more you know, the more you don't know. So it's like we have to learn everything over and over again and again. It's a cycle.
And it's not like we figured out that when it's red, you stop, and when it's green, you go. It's something we've been taught from somebody else. It's not like when we were born, we knew that.
Yeah, exactly. Someone made it up in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then they established that.
And then it made that the norm.
Yeah.
School is nothing but dumping us down because it's all based on some guy's opinion, what they found out for, yeah, long ago. It's all based on the past.
Even Einstein's theory of relativity. Well, it was probably that way before he even thought about it.
Mm.
That E equals mc squared.
It's all principles. The principles are out there.
Yeah. It's a law of nature.
Yeah. Law of universe, law of cosmos.
Yeah.
As within, so without. As above, so
Yeah.
below. Just have to remember to tune in to the infinite possibility of everything is possible. That pain can be good and bad, or good or bad. Jesse, can you tell a little about when you first time you felt lost, loss of innocence or loss of whatever family member or
Yeah, sure. Gee, just give me a couple of minutes and then I'll be right back. All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
how about you, Will? When did you experience loss first time? Something that is near and dear to you, something that you care about or love, whether it's your tricycle or whatever, the goldfish or
Goldfish that drowned.
mommy. Because we tend to carry a loss throughout our life, and sometimes we don't know it, and we forget it.
Or didn't understand it at that time.
Mm. So I've been carrying a lot of pain through all my life, almost a half a century now. I'll start practicing let it go. Bumping is like coming.
The first I really remember was my dad having to put our dog down because she was old and couldn't really deal with it. I didn't understand that for a long time until I had to put our second dog down because my dad was on vacation. Then everything made sense. So
There was a pain too, because you left your dog.
but it was a pain too
Traumatic
to put the other one
at the
down
time.
because I really loved that dog. I loved both of them. One of them was my, what do you call it, nanny, almost like Peter Pan having a nanny, a dog nanny.
Yeah, I remember. Ethos.
That was the one I put down, Athos. The first one was
Oh,
Tinker.
okay. I can remember seeing him.
Oh, she was put down when I was 9 years old, so you never met her.
Yeah, I remember Ethos guarding your father's automobile shop,
Yeah,
being outside most of the time, running around by himself.
he was the biggest lap dog you ever seen because a Doberman that thinks he's a little poodle that jumps up into your lap, it's not very nice when he walks around and around, but he can actually balance pretty good. But 45 kilograms stepping you on your nuts, that's not very funny.
Oh,
But my dad did the right thing for 5 years, and then he said he didn't want him to turn gray in the eyes, so he made him a house dog instead after that.
our cat is going to be 18 next year.
Whoa,
Wow.
18.
Yeah, and he's
color?
actually
What
doing
color?
he's doing pretty good, and he's a Maine Coon.
What color is your pet? Sorry.
He's like
Ooh,
dark chocolate brown. almost looks black, but he's actually dark brown,
Mm.
like espresso brown.
He must really enjoy the company since he's been around for 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he's getting a little, like, he's getting a lot more vocal, because I think his teeth are in pain, and
Ooh.
so yeah, he doesn't really eat a lot of meat like he used to.
Oh.
So it's like mostly licks now. He licks the gravy, and
Oh.
so we've got to
Mm.
feed him quite a bit, which gets pretty pricey. But he's my wife's baby, so she just really takes care of him. And he's
Yeah.
got just like a larger than life personality. Like he's what Noah wants, Noah gets.
Mhm. So his
And
name is Noah.
he can be very sweet and very affectionate and loving, and he's also good at mirroring when I'm annoyed.
Mhm. What was his name again? Or did you say it?
Yeah, it's Noah, like
Noah. Oh.
like the
Okay.
Bible character,
Mhm.
because he
Nice.
actually was playing in water, because that's what the Maine Coon breed does. They like water,
Ooh.
kind of splash in it. And so yeah, if he's in a lot of pain, sometimes I'll just ask him, "Would you like a recode?" And I'll
Mhm.
muscle check, and sometimes it's no, and sometimes it's yes.
Mhm.
And when
Mm.
it's a yes, I'll just go through a few questions and give a few recodes, and then when it's done, it's done. And I usually will check in on like the pain level. Where's the level of pain? Out of 0 to 10. And if it's really high, would you like a recode? And if it's a yes, then I'll do it. And if it's a no, I won't. And then usually after it, he feels a lot better, I find.
That's absolutely amazing with the bond you have between you and
Yeah,
your cat.
you can't help it.
No.
He demands it, which is not a bad thing. It's been a good thing for me.
Make us our pets to make us reconnect with the with our true self.
Yes.
They tend to ground up us, because they're walking barefoot in the nature daily. It's us that we lost connection with Mother Earth. They never do.
That's right. That's right. And they're like the reminder of where we're at.
They're whole and complete. They're not judging themselves. They're not feeling sorry for themselves. They're not mad at the past or whatever.
Oh, they're just always in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're an excellent example of what it means to be present.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
it's
are.
like also making choices. Like that's the
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing I've learned from Noah is when he wants something, he does not stop until he gets it. So, it can be very annoying, but he knows what he wants and he gets what he wants. So it's like, hey, that's a good teacher,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what I
like
want.
never
That's
give
what
up.
they say. They are as much our teacher as we are their teacher.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a gift, eh? Like
Mm-hmm.
life is a gift. The
Yeah.
people are a gift. Pets are a gift. This planet is a gift. This moment
Like
is
me,
a
I've
gift.
been Yeah, exactly. I've been afraid of dogs, all my life. Now that I have a dog, I completely changed my view on them. Meaning she follows me everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Every step
Man's,
I take, she's just behind me.
man's best friend, eh?
Mm-hmm. And she accepts me as who I am. Not always happy to see me. And I never thought that I would have a relationship with a dog like that.
Guys, thank you. You asked me the question, like, oh, what was like a painful memory? And
Yeah, what? Yeah, sorry.
yeah, thank you, Chief. And, what I so here, like what I pain's an interesting one, it seems. Here's what I notice about my pain patterns is that they're hard to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think that's because of the pain. There's a way that we react to it where it's like we're shutting down, we're closing out, we're focusing so that we don't, it's like freezing, right? We fight, flight, or freeze, like avoid.
Right.
We fight it, we avoid it, or freeze. It's like I think pain gives us that freeze. So in the pain, in deep sorrows and sadness, right, traumas, it's like we can't go there. We block it.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't want to remember it,
Mm-hmm.
which means we never look at it. We never explore it. We never see it for what it is. But we do see it for something, but just not everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so like what I is like growing up, I've always hated, like always did my things. It's just always done that. And I quit for like I did, like it wasn't, and then every now and again it'll, I'll chew on. But what I like chewing on them, what it is, it's to take them to a point of pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, right? It's like, well, what is that pain? Like, what is that? Like, why? Why would I want to inflict the point of pain? Interesting. So it's like, wow, there's, pain's playing some part of a cycle for some part of a cycle, that's some part of a pattern, right? It's like, what is that pattern? So it's just to look at it, right? Just to ask questions about it, to go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Name it. Because pain, can come grief, resentment, right? Anger, like so much can come from pain.
Mm-hmm.
And so as Heinz, as you were sharing the dog story, it was like, oh yeah, there's like I could feel the release when I put my attention on the dog that we had to put down, or the dog that I had as a child.
Oh,
That emotion of that was like, oh, I couldn't connect again. I couldn't connect again with an animal.
Yeah.
It was like this dog was there with me from the very beginning, and in fifth grade, he was sick.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to deal with that, handle that. Like,
I think when when we try to cover it up, when we try to cover our pain up, not looking at it and not acknowledging it, that's where it takes many weird directions. People cover it up with alcohol, drugs, sex, porn, everything in between.
Yep.
And that just lead to more suffering, more. because it's a part of us. It's a true part of us. We have to acknowledge it. But we are taught in society not to talk about feelings. That's it's like cutting one of our arms off, you know.
Yes, it's such horrible advice. It just doesn't work.
We are all feelings, whether it's anger or pain or fear or grief or whatever. Just to look into it.
Yeah. You're right. It's the expectation to be a certain way, right? Be a man, don't cry.
Why?
Be a man,
Right.
don't feel anything, right? That's what it's saying. Don't feel anything.
Yeah.
Boys don't cry.
Right?
No,
Don't
not
feel
true.
anything.
That's a lie.
Yes, and no wonder the children are so confused.
Yeah, and the adult too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No wonder
well,
us children are so confused. Because we have all
it is.
we
Yeah,
have
we are all
all
children,
exactly.
God's children.
We all have an inner child.
Yeah.
Yeah. The book that Chris Duncan based the Recode off of, it's a book by a local guy here named Gary Flint. And on the book cover, it's a really actual, it's actually a very clever cover, because on the cover there's an illustration and it's like an outline of a child's head, and then it out on the outside of that is a like it starts with a baby's head, then a child's head, then a teenager's head, then a young adult, middle-aged, all the way up to like old age. You know what? I'll take a picture of it and I'll drop it in the chat so you can see it. It's really cool. But that's really who we are. We have all of those memories within us.
Yeah.
Sort of like the Russian doll.
Exactly. Here, I'll just take a picture. Yeah, I'll just share that in the chat for you guys.
Can't see anything yet.
It's coming.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
Is it Larry or Gary? Is it Larry or Gary Flint?
Gary.
Gary
Larry.
Flint.
No, Larry Flint was the
Larry.
was
Yeah,
the
Larry Flint.
you know who he is.
Yeah. Gary. Well, the thing about Gary Flint is like he's the one that describes. He is like the founder of structure.
I think that's. I don't know. I don't know.
He was the
That's a good
2 point.
question.
He was the 2 point guy.
Was he? I thought that was structure. What's his name? Give me a sec here.
The other guy. I know who you're.
Yeah, I can see his face. I just can't remember his name at the moment.
Fritz.
Robert Fritz. Yes.
Yeah. Fritz is part of it. But Larry, Gary. Gary was the guy that was doing it was called the 2 point, and basically, what do you want? Where are you? Like the 2 points.
Yeah.
He was doing it as healing people with 2 points. So it's like, to me, that's like now, yes, Kraft did a great job of explaining structure, right, and using it in business that no one could really ever catch on to, but those that did really well. But I believe like they came about it together in the structure, as I understand it. So.
Oh, cool. So they were colleagues.
I don't know their history, but I know those are sources that Chris had gotten from.
Cool. Very cool.
But the story that I know about him is that there was a lady in a walker, right? The story, they were at a live event.
Yeah.
couldn't, don't know, something was wrong, but she was basically in a walker, couldn't walk, and he did 2 points on her back, right? Basically adjusted 2 points. Wasn't the recode, but it's like just structure. It's like these 2 points and feeling the resistance between it.
Okay.
Right. As soon as he did touch 2 points, whatever he did, took that walker and threw it in the Christmas tree, and she walked off. Yeah, that's easily staged, but
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
That's the story that I heard. I hadn't seen it, but that's the story that was replayed to me. So
yeah.
But structure, that's the like 2 points, right? And that's the point. We focus on one point.
Mm.
We put all our attention on one point.
Yep.
And we get locked into that one point. And so what happens? It's like a balloon that's floating away. Like that's one point. There's nothing in relation to it.
Yep.
It's the importance of 2 points.
Yeah. Got to have like, what do you want? Where
because
are you
the 2
at?
points brings the contrast.
Yeah. If you don't have that contrast.
And so 2 points. Yeah, go ahead. If you don't have that contrast.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, if you don't have that contrast, you have no clue. Like that, you won't know how to get there, or there won't be any guidance or direction, or you won't be able to bridge the gap. Let's say.
Yeah, it's only the half truth.
Yeah, it's like it's good to have a vision and a goal, but if you don't acknowledge where you're at now, it'll always just be a dream.
Yep. Great. And so I think like if we're looking from the perspective of time, right? So time, I think there's 3 places in time that we can be. So not like there's more than 2. Yes, right? So it's like, okay, so there's 3. If I need 2 points, there's 3. But then it's like, if we think about the 3 points, like what are the 3 points? Most people only live in 2. Like only aware of 2, yet we focus on 1.
Wow. Yeah.
And the tendency is to look backwards. So like the 1 point that most people are in are looking backwards. So the past. So that's 1 point. Most people are in the past.
Yes.
Wow.
Great. Well, if you're in the past, where can't you be?
Wow.
In the present or future.
Exactly. But wait. And then so someone will say, well, and look, it's easy to do. It's like, oh, well, I'm not in the past right now. I'm in the present moment. It's like, oh, okay, great. You're in 1 point.
Yes.
And then people can say, well, I focus on the future. I'm a visionary. I focus on the future. I don't worry about the past. I don't think about the past. And it's like, oh, great, future. How is that any different than going to the past, except for just like one's happened, supposedly, right? One's happened and one hasn't happened yet. The thing that we forget is that we're always in the present. And so that always takes 1 point.
Yep.
So we always are in the present. And then, so it's like, well, if I'm going backwards, so now there's my structure. That is why the past always plays in the present again, because if I'm looking backwards, I'm going to play the same thing over.
Yeah.
You all remember the movie
Stargate. Expecting the different result.
That's right.
You all remember the movie Stargate?
Yep, great movie.
You need 6 points to find 1 point in the universe. And then you need a point of origin, the 7th point. Which was Earth when you started here. Which means we probably need more than just the 2 point. We actually need more points to exactly locate that one point in the future.
Yeah, yeah,
Or interdimensional.
yeah, yeah. The different dimensions, yeah. 7 above, 7 below, or something like that. I can't remember if I cut you off earlier, Jesse. Trying to remember. You were in the middle of saying something. Nope, lost it. But I would like to hear more if you can remember.
Who were you talking to, Chi?
To Jesse.
Jesse.
I remember I cut him off earlier. Love to hear.
I think it was covered in that, so thank you.
Cool. It's funny how, we can have something really, really simple, and things can be as complex as they are, and they also have the possibility of being very simple. So like 2 points, 2 points is a very simple thing, and then the mind gets in there, the ego, and it's like we want to make it very, very complex. It's just an observation.
Yeah, the ego doesn't like change.
And simple don't mean easy.
Yeah, it's harder to keep it simple, actually.
Yeah.
Especially in our society, in our culture, where it's like we're just being inundated with so much information in addition to what is the obvious, but it's all the other information that distracts us from what's obvious.
Yes.
And what's obvious is actually quite simple, but we have been trained out of witnessing it and seeing it.
Here's what I think about that, Will. I agree, but I think it's simple isn't valuable.
Oh, wow.
That's in the background.
In our culture, yeah.
Yep.
It's like, hey, I'm not gonna if it 2 points, that's it, that's all I gotta learn. Well, I'm not giving you my money. That's too easy. It's gotta be complex.
2 points, it's worth $2 then.
I want you to confuse me so much with so many different concepts that I'm going to give you my money so that I can understand these concepts and dissect them for years.
It never get out of that. Unresolvable.
Yeah.
Unresolvable. It's like, I really don't want to resolve it. I just want to keep digging.
But we're not problem solving. but we're marketing problem solving.
We have to be the gatekeeper, the gatekeeper of our mind, because we can easily be distracted.
Yeah. Oh, you're telling me, Chi.
not letting anything take you down, make you blue. That's what they're trying to do all the time. So don't give the power away by letting negativity in your mind.
As within, so without, eh? Like that's what I've really been me and my wife have actually been really waking up to, is giving our power away to others and outside circumstances, allowing others' agenda to override our own. And so you just get that to that point in life where it's like, okay, I really need to choose for myself what I want to create and go for that, and stop in a way, kind of stop giving all of your time and energy away to other people's agenda, and focus on what you want to create. Because like if I don't focus, I'll never create what I'm, what I feel like I'm destined to create. And if I don't do it, it's never going to happen.
Yep.
And who I came here to be and what my purpose is, create positive impact in the world. Like, I know we can do it in small ways.
Yes.
Just by being here, being present, and giving of your heart. And it's also fun and enjoyable when we can create things that support others in their journey as well, to finding their own greatness and fulfillment and purpose. I think that personally, that's just my opinion, but I think that would make the world a better place when we're all going for it, obviously ethically, morally, and values being appropriate, coming from a place of love and kindness, as opposed to the shadow and the darkness, that goes without saying.
Yeah. All the immorality.
Exactly. Yeah. Because we all have that aspect within us.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are we feeding? Are we feeding the darkness, or are we choosing to focus on the light? And it's an opportunity every day. So yeah, my word of the day, that's a long and short of it. My word of the day is focus.
Nice.
And you need 2
but
points.
everything out there is about making us focus on the one point.
Yeah, the past. How it is.
Well, I'll take the present then.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. I can use that. 2 points.
I'm gonna create a new present moment by choosing an end result. Focus on that, and then come back to this present moment and notice the difference. Notice the tension there.
Yeah.
And then if there's any resistance, just clear that, and then do the next intuitive action step today that my heart wants to pull me in the direction of that new present moment. Yes. And then eventually that new present moment will be the present, that vision that I've been holding within and just like delighting in, and the experience of it. Because really, I'm just going for that experience.
Yeah. It's the emotion that is the glue, the connector, the energy, the power.
Yeah. And where's the power? Like, I remember Snap, the group Snap. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
Yeah. Yes, I remember.
Remember back in the 90s, it was like, I've got the power.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking about that song. I didn't remember they were called snap. I was thinking about that song when we are talking about power. I was just.
And our power is our emotion. Yeah. Our emotion, our superpower.
Yes. Oh, I got to write that down, Chi. Thank you. That was awesome. Emotion is our superpower.
Comes from the heart. It's what connects, with the physically, mentally, and spiritually. The heart sits in the center.
That's why we're heart-centered creators.
Yeah, exactly.
Like everyone has that potential to be that.
Mm-hmm. Just reconnect to the heart. Yeah. You get centered.
Hey, Chi, would it be okay if I write down your last name? I just wrote down your quote. I think that's a beautiful quote.
Okay, I watch the chat. What? No.
Sure. Sounds good. Thank you.
No, that's not my last name.
Oh.
But it's okay.
I'll just put it in the chat.
Yeah.
So how do you spell your last name?
THAC. No, sorry. THACH. Yeah. But this, I'm good with Chi.
So CHAC. That's your last name.
Yeah, THA. T is Tango, H is Hotel, A is Alpha, C is Charlie, H is Hotel.
Oh, like ZHAC?
C as in Charlie.
Okay, CHAC as in Charlie.
Yeah, and then H as in Hotel.
Okay, so this is what I got. Oh, sorry, it auto-corrected.
Yeah.
There we go.
What?
Yeah, and then an H at the end.
Okay.
H, yeah. It starts with T. T as Tango.
Oh, T.
T like Tango. Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to hear over the. So THAC. Okay.
It means rock.
Is that accurate?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. There we go. I'll get that a little more accurate then for your quote.
It's okay. You don't have to write my last name. Or you can do as you will.
There you go. Oh no, I got that wrong again. Darn it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. Boom. Yay. There was a very, very wise man that once said, emotion is our superpower. It comes from the heart. A wise man by the name of Chi Tak.
Not my words. It's out there.
It'll be in some book in 100 years.
Collective consciousness. It's not my concept.
It was just a moment in time that the wisdom of superconscious flowed through this man and came out, and we recorded it.
Thank you.
And what a gift that was. A wiggle, a wobble, a wiggle, and a giggle.
Yay.
Welcome to Fireside.
Yep.
Welcome home.
Yep. It's nice to get warm by the fire in company with like-minded.
It's like there's got to be more people out there that would love this.
Oh, I think that you inspired them, Will. I saw on Heart Center that someone wanted to make one for the UK, maybe, and one for Australia.
Ooh, yeah.
Because in Australia, the middle of the night.
Just got to kind of structure something that can support that. Not got to, but get to play around with that and have fun with that and see where it leads.
It's like the theory of the 100 monkeys, Soon there will be hundreds of groups like this.
Yes. I'm gonna be a monkey, a monkey, 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 a monkey, 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 a monkey, monkey, monkey. I'm gonna be a monkey, 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 and you're gonna be one too.
That's where it ends with all that identifying as. I saw that they are making a new movie where somebody actually saw himself more as a monkey. I can't remember who it was based. It's based on a true story. So I think it's one of the really known singers or something like that. That he always felt more like a monkey in a man's world.
It's gonna be a monkey.
I'm gonna be free.
In my mind rest of the day.
Don't worry, I can change that. Mana, do. That's not for the better.
I might just have to upload those a link to those songs in the chat or in the Heart Center creators. You guys can have a laugh.
Word of the day.
Monkey see, monkey do.
We're all a bunch of monkeys. Phenomena. Now I got that song in my head. Phenomena. 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 No? Phenomena. Phenomena. Oh, that's so fun.
They don't make them anymore.
One of the greatest songs ever made.
One of the most addictive songs ever.
Yeah, Jim Henson was a bloody genius, man.
Yeah. You have all parts of emotions there. And then you got the two egos, the two old men sitting up there complaining about everything.
That's funny. I never thought of it like that. That's brilliant. That's it. Wow.
Animal is the madness within.
Yeah.
Can't
They're
even
all
express
bits and parts
himself.
of,
Yeah.
they're all bits and parts of our own personalities, our character.
Yeah.
Um,
Many different parts and aspects, eh?
mhm.
Another thing that reminds me of that is on the Matrix when Neo is meeting with the construct, the architect or whatever, and there's like hundreds of screens behind him, and all of a sudden they all have their own experience. It's like there's hundreds, if not thousands, of parts of us inside that are kind of one's freaking out, one's crying, one's angry, one's happy, one's sad, blah blah blah. And then something happens, inside we freak the hell out, and we either give our power to that and it takes over, or stay in control.
Yeah, but he was also the difference. He was the first one of them ever to be in love.
Oh,
So love is a power he didn't expect.
ooh, there's a good quote there. Right? Love is the power.
I didn't realize it until you started speaking about this here, and then I realized, hey, he says that you're the first Neo to ever fall in love. So love is the power that can change the matrix.
Just writing that down. Wow, that's a good quote. Another good quote. Beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful. That I experienced and learned in that leadership program that I went went to last year was to have an accountability partner, have a power group of people, and within that group you have an accountability partner, and you hold each other accountable to their vision and to their greatness. And when we do that, it just helps keep us on track, right? We check in with each other, and adds that layer of support and accountability. And so that's what I just wanted to mention. That's what I realized this group does, is we hold each other high in who we really are. And that's the beauty of the support here that keeps us coming back to both give and receive that support. So it's like a kind of like having a buddy system here, which is really nice. It's fun to acknowledge that.
Mhm.
And it's a gift, it's a gift that Jesse's been given for getting close to 2 years now. So beautiful, safe space. Fair.
Less than a month, then it's 2 years.
So Heinz and G, do you guys know each other like in the real world? Like in
Yep.
person?
We've been friends since I was 15 years old.
No way. Wow, that's so cool.
So we've known each other for,
Been lifelong friends.
yeah.
Since 1990s.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly 1990.
Wow.
So
So you guys are younger than me.
34. How old are you?
You're 34?
No, how old are you? Will?
How old am I?
I
What
turned
age am I?
I turned 50 on Friday, so I don't know
Oh,
if
no
I'm
way.
younger
Okay.
or same.
Okay, so we're about the same age. I think
Yeah.
I'm
I'm 48.
I'm
Yeah,
58.
I'm 48 currently.
Mm. I'm 58.
You're 15?
58.
Oh, 58. Okay. Sorry. I'm like, which aspect is talking right now? 58. Awesome. So we got some wisdom here. There's some life experience here.
Not been through a lot, but it's all good, to get where I am today. It's what brought me here. So
Nice
all
to
good.
have. It's nice to have a bunch of men who are willing to be open and vulnerable, and because it takes courage in our culture, like 20th and 21st century culture of men is not always to be or do like this, like
I
be like
saw
this.
I saw on YouTube yesterday that a woman actually had been a man for what she wanted to do 2 years, but after 18 months, because she really stuck.
Yeah, I've been muted. Was the neighbor's dog just ran out to our house. But yeah, for me, age doesn't mean anything. It's,
Yeah.
it's more about where our frequency is at
Yeah,
the moment.
because I've seen your own teenagers.
So earlier this year, I got this, like I asked Superconscious for a metaphor, for like show me a metaphor or symbol or something of my path. And what I received was the ocean and the sky.
Mm.
And so I just was like, okay, well, I get to interpret that now. So it's like, what does it mean for me? And I've been just like meditating. It's been this meditation now for this ever since March. And I get little bits and pieces here and there, and I'm just kind of piecing it all together. And it's almost like a circle, like the planet, like a circle. There's the ocean, there's the sky, and there's this in between, and there's this point in the middle. You know, it's like I'm like, yes, it's the Hawaiian Islands, but it's also a good symbol for me, anyways. It's a beautiful symbol of our consciousness. You know, there's the yin and the yang. There's the above and below. There's light and there's dark. There's the ethereal. There's the focused consciousness of self-consciousness. There's the unconscious below, deep in the ocean. And the unconscious has way more power to influence that self-conscious point of awareness. And the superconscious, the sky, you know, it's always there. Yeah, it's just really interesting. And then I see like birds flying in the distance, like seagulls, like Jonathan Livingston seagull. They're out there flying and they're perfecting their skill and their craft, and they're playing and having fun, and they're free. And that's, to me, that's what it means to be free, is just flying like a seagull wherever you wish. You know, not tied down to the ground, can go wherever, can leapfrog, can fly from one point to another. And we all have that capacity within. There's just so much that I'm drawing from this metaphor. And I don't know why I'm sharing this. It's just something I've been really sitting with for quite a long time now. I just think it's beautiful. It's the gift.
Absolutely, good shares, great share.
Yeah, thank you. And then I see two circles that are kind of linked. So it's actually like a figure eight. You know, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that quite a while ago, and it's like infinity. Yeah, and like that's super conscious. It's infinite awareness. It's infinite abundance. It's infinite everything. It's infinite possibility. We get to tune into that here. If Will would just shut up.
We can do a Buzz Lightyear. Infinity and beyond.
And beyond.
Yeah.
For me, infinite sounds like, you know, in fine tune with it.
Yeah, like intuit. Like when you're intuiting, when you're tuning into something, you're actually tuning into it, which is intuition.
Yes.
That just always blows my mind. We tune into it. Mm-hmm. That's intuition. And it's always going to be the obvious. at the first moment when you ask the question. Ask question, state the obvious.
Into it.
It's kind of like a vision attunement process.
Mm-hmm. It's like being in tune with the heart.
In tune with like the emotion of your vision.
It's like being in tune with the what was the word? With the inner vision. It's like an awareness, yeah.
Yeah.
Being tuned, yeah.
And it's alignment. It's
intuition. It almost sounds like into vision.
yeah. And it's like resonance. You're resonating with your vision.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's good.
When you're resonating with it, you're actually tuning into it, and you're actually vibrating the emotional frequency of your vision in the moment, which means you actually have it now. Because that's what you're really going for, is the experience, the inner experience of what you are choosing.
In the present moment.
Yes. Yeah. So the more present moments you create that are in tune with that end result emotion, you're actually creating many points, because that moment is past now. Oh, and so is that, and so is that. So your 2 point keeps shifting in every micro nanosecond of time, because we're never in the same place.
Wow. Yeah.
Twice.
Yes.
Because like, even though we're spinning around the sun, the solar system is still moving within the Milky Way, and the Milky Way is still moving within the universe. So we're never actually technically ever in the same point in time ever in the history of humanity. Oh.
Everything is just in constant emotion or in motion.
Energy and motion, yeah. Deep Thoughts with Will K. Thank you for tuning in to Deep Thoughts with Will K. I've been your host today, and my co-hosts, Chi and Heinz. And Jesse.
Same bad hour, same bad channel.
Thank you for tuning in to Deep Thoughts with your hosts, G. Heinz and Will. We are the Trinity of Consciousness.
Or the quadrant.
Or the what?
The quadrant. There's four of us.
Quadrant. You're changing time at the first Sunday in November, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing it the last of October. So we'll be here an hour earlier for the week.
Kind of nice if humanity would stop that time shifting every twice a year.
At least I agree on when it was.
Yeah. What time is it? Let's move it ahead. No, let's move it back. No, let's move it ahead for decades and decades. Oh, the inner conflict around that,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's halfway through October already. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's your life.
Your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to a mountain, that'd probably be it.
Yeah. Little blip on the radar. Not even barely even a blip on the radar. So who do I get to be while I'm here?
You get to be you.
Yeah. Who am I? Who am I being?
And I got to
Who
be
am I
you.
choosing? Get to choose to be who I choose to be.
If you want to go deeper into that, who actually cares?
Yeah. Hey,
As
did you
long as
guys
you
have?
are. Sorry.
Yeah. Do you guys have a word of the day that you would like to share?
I gave mine
Yes,
in the
it's in the
beginning.
chat there, but you can later. So
I missed it.
yeah, mine was creating positive.
Mine was
Yes.
present of
Yeah.
awareness.
This was
Because
hello
I felt
pain.
present and awareness is sort of the same.
Creating positive present awareness.
Mine
I
was
think it was
perceive of awareness.
perceive it. I knew it was something with P.
Perspective. No, perspective
Perspective.
of awareness.
Perspective and awareness. It's sort of the same.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did Jesse have? Did you have a word, Jesse?
I think it was hello pain.
Hello, pain.
Pain.
Yeah,
It was.
I think so. Yeah.
You want to dive a little into the pain and yeah.
Oh, hello, pain. There it is. Okay. Wasn't looking at the chat. Thank you, Jesse.
So your word was
Focus.
focus.
Okay.
Get to focus today. There we go. We get to bring that to the world today.
What's the frame of your focus?
Yeah, it's in the structure creative structure. So I guess it's kind of like creative focus, going basically tuning into my end result and doing the next intuitive action today.
Remember the good feeling with the end result, or the end result with a good feeling in mind.
Yes, yeah, it is. What does it feel like? Let me just tune into that right now.
Mm-hmm. How would you like to feel at the end of the day, you know?
Yes, yeah, fulfilled. But that's not really an emotion. That's more like what is it, like filled up, complete, satisfied. Satisfied? Is that it? To feel. Emote. Satisfied. Relaxed. Satisfied, relaxed. Let's keep getting fulfilled. 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 There we go. Okay, so fulfilled. It's funny. Satisfied is a word that describes fulfillment, but that's not the feeling that I'm actually going for fulfillment. And
I don't know whether you've heard of Helene Hassel. She's called the contest queen. She's won so many contests, you know, a house, you know, the dream trips to Europe, you know, several times, you know, and she won hundreds of contests. And she made a concept, you know, of, she called it SPEC, you know, SPEC. Select, perceive, expect, and collect, you know.
ooh,
So whatever you desire in life, you know, to achieve, you know, you have to select precisely what it is you want, you know, and then you have to project it, and then expect it, and that's how she won all the contests.
wow.
She never had to work all her life, you know, and her
Really?
husband, yeah.
That's her
yeah, there's a lot
creative
of
process.
YouTube video of her. Yeah, she knew how to tap into the power within, you know. With the power within, you can manifest anything. I find it very fascinating. I just stumbled on her a couple of days ago, and I've been listening to her for last couple of days. Made me see things in a different, you know, with a different awareness. That it is what we put our awareness to, you know, what we put our emotions to. That's what we create our reality. It's all about tapping into the energy of abundance, of whatever, whether it's a job, health, money, you know, you can tap into it.
I got from select, perceive, expect, collect. Of course, I had to complicate it.
So select, project.
Oh, project.
Yeah, select, project, expect, and collect.
Oh, project. Okay.
SPEC.
Project.
Yeah.
Nice. Select, project, expect, collect. Wow, that's really cool. That's
And then
easier to remember.
you have to put a feeling. You have to put a feeling into it. That's how you did it.
Yeah,
When you wanted to, when you was in the contents of winning a house, he was always seeing her of having the house, and happy for it, enjoying it, seeing her and feeling, being in the feeling of having the house and all that. And then she just left it, not thinking about it, and just not letting anything negative interfere her space, her energy, through the whole day, and then to expect to collect it, and then she won again and again and again.
What was her name? Or is her name?
Helene, Helene with a Helene or Helena. I can put in the chat.
Okay.
I'm trying to look.
It's funny, eh?
Sure,
Everyone has their own framework of the exact same creative process.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to see when I'm tapping letters in, I can't see any. It's just blank. Wait a moment.
Well, it's okay. Thank you for sharing that, though, G. That was really cool.
No problem. You can watch it on YouTube. There's a lot of.
Okay.
Recipe for winning.
Please. Yeah, Helene Hassel. She also wrote
Helen
Name It.
Hadsall.
Yeah. You know her?
Yeah, I've seen the Mind Valley ad about 1,000 times.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Helen Hadsall. Just your Vishen Lakiani's voice saying it over and over and over again.
Yes. That's how I got into found her too. But I said, what is that? I want you to listen more to it, and then I found out about her story.
So now that I do a search for her, I'll probably get 1 million Mind Valley ads now.
There's a good interview from Mind Valley. Yeah.
Cool. Wow.
I think it's in 4 or 5 parts. But I get energized by listening to her.
Wow.
Hmm.
There's a YouTube channel called Contest Queen.
I don't think it's but it's another content creator that.
Oh, okay. Looks like they're interviewing her.
There's a lot there.
Cool.
Yeah, pick the one you like and listen.
Okay.
I think you can benefit from her, but because it's about manifesting. Yeah, whatever you like, whether it's good health, a good marriage, there's a formula to how to achieve everything that your heart desire.
And have you been applying that formula, G?
Sorry?
Have you been applying that formula in your life?
I'm practicing for the last couple of days. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then,
awesome.
Yeah, I'm reminding myself. Yeah, and again, not let anything interfere with our power, our thoughts. Not let anything in negativity doubt and fear and shame and blame and guilt and all that. And just be, through power. Yeah, but just be positive,
Yeah.
Productive.
And something I've learned too is that, our focus creates a reality, but we're not necessarily focusing where we think we're focusing, because our unconscious is actually focusing on something else. So our self-conscious is focusing on what we want, but then our unconscious is focusing on the past. And so it's a matter of tuning into our vision in the right vibration, that's in tune with it long enough throughout the day that we're actually shifting our focus away from the past and into having the end result in the present moment now. I kind of look at it like it's more like 3 points, like there's, or even 4 points, or even 5 points. It gets really complicated past, but there's the end result, there's current reality, there's past reality, there's also desired realities in between end result and current reality. And then there's also desired realities after the end result, because you don't want to just go to the end result, because once you're there, what's next. So you also want to have that tension of, okay, well, what's beyond that even? Because how many times have you created or achieved a goal, and you've created that result in your life, and you're just kind of like, well, okay, well, that was empty. Okay, what's next? Yeah.
Well, that was empty.
Or it was like, well, this is great and I love it, and I would like to actually create something more or new, and I still love this result, and I want to create a new result now. So it's like yes, and all those desired realities are like yes and yes and yes and, oh, I got my end result, okay, yes and yes and yes and, oh, there's a new end result, yes and. It's kind of like that leapfrog, right? Like the seagull checking in, grounding on Earth, and then flying, and you fly to your next desired reality. Then you touch down and you go, oh, here I am, I made it. Okay, what's the next destination? Okay, we're aiming for that, let's go there. You start flying, and then you come back down. Oh, here we are, I made it. Okay, what's the next desired and it's kind of like you're leapfrogging through life from one desired reality to the next, and the end result is just one of those desired realities.
Yeah.
But you gotta actually choose a destination, fly toward it, and then check in by grounding, come back down to Earth, check in, ground, where am I at now? Okay, what's the destination? Okay, let's aim for that, let's fly there now. That's just kind of my own metaphor, that I've been developing this year.
That's really good.
Does it kind of resonate?
Yeah. It's it's, we tend to think that people who are simple, poor people, don't have anything material, that they like they don't have anything, but they are people who live in the moment. They are people who are happy and grateful for the small things, like Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
he achieved everything, just by living the moment. And the other people get stuck in the pain and the fear and the trauma and going on through all kind of stuff, shit, but he enjoyed life moment to moment.
Yes.
Lieutenant Dan was stuck in lineage. All his forefathers had died in a war, so he had to die in a war.
And his girlfriend, like the poor people in India, they're not really poor, they're happy with nothing. And we have everything, we're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's like, what are we choosing?
Mm-hmm.
Are we allowing everyone else to dictate our choice?
Mm.
Or are we making it up? Or are we creating what we are choosing? Are we just giving our power away to everyone else? It's a good thing to reflect on. Then, yeah.
Yeah, all it takes is to be present with awareness
Yeah.
of what is. With all the possibilities, the possible possibilities.
Forrest Gump, he was always in surrender.
Yep.
And he flowed with it effortlessly. He was detached from outcome.
Yeah.
And he accepted what was, what is, and flowed with it.
And all the other people, they were stuck in the pain in the past.
Yeah. Yeah, Jenny was.
Jenny, yeah, definitely. Keep
And
picking
he loved
the wrong
her
guy.
through it all.
Everyone who ran with him, oh, he's stopping up, he's gonna speak. I think I'll rest now. I'm tired.
I just want to say thank you for, really, absolutely a wonderful day with you guys.
Oh,
I have to take my daughter to the train station. So.
Oh, you get to. Awesome. Have fun, G.
You all have a blessed day.
All have a wonderful day.
To you guys, thank you so much for that. That
you
was
all.
amazing. Love you all too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.